Our next poet up is Sam Thomas. Sam is a poet and a writer. He is more than halfway to completion in his first science fiction fantasy novel. With Sam's unique take on things, it's impossible, and I mean impossible, to predict where he'll go with a poetic assignment, though it is certain that wherever he's gone, he'll bring back colorful characters and imaginative poetic images. Sam's poems are always satisfying, and lately, they're all about history, so they're quite educational too. Here's Sam.
Thank you. All right, well, the first one is not about history, because it was the Obaid. And we were supposed to write about the dawn, and I thought, what if there was no dawn? So this is my poem, and it's called The Day That Never Dawned. So I awoke in a morning with no dawn. All of nature's daytime stars simply gone. A mystery it was that the sun could disappear, but more mysterious that I still stood here, without sun, moon, or twinkling star light. In such a calamity, I expected frozen ground, in a land with ice-covered air solidly formed. I envisioned a galaxy so devoid of life that even asteroids would face cosmetic strife. Here, simple things like wind, rain, and clouds should vanish alongside their heavenly friends. Yet here I stood on my porch, warm and well. A ghostly beam shone upon the earth's outer shell, while birds chirped and nests perched in my apple tree. Dogs barked at all that they could smell, hear, or see, while the wind still blew and clouds continued to form. Deep in my rose garden, I could even see some worms. No, the world without sunshine is nothing like I expected. There is no cold, no chill, and there's certainly no dead. The light, well, white and dim instead of yellow and bright, has done an appropriate job in dispelling the night. Everything about this morning's dawn suggests disaster. But from nearby I instead could hear children's laughter. Such was the day that never dawned. All right, the second one I wrote on the very last day that we actually had to submit our poem. And, well, it's about global warming. And so it's called Global Warming. Winter seasons grow shorter every year as lakes and rivers evaporate into air. Icebergs at the poles break off and melt, while small islands at sea sink in a drought. Summer seasons increase in their length, with depleted ozone facing the sun's strength. Trees in the forest are leveled and cleared for soil-hungry farmers and oil prospectors. Spring arrives early, but never stays late, because heat waves in May leave it displaced. Travel agencies celebrate the winter weather that's here, because customers want weather sunny and clear. In autumn, we return from our vacations abroad, firmly believing global warming has been solved. The temperature is lower, and there are clouds in the sky, but the problem persists, and we could all die. All right, so then I wrote a cinquain, and as Jade mentioned, it's quite compact. and it is about history. And it's called Legio Roma Reg Publica. And its short title is called Legion. Legion, conscript army, efficient mobile killers, silent slaughter coldly conquers Romans. All right, and from there I have another poem called Legions, but it's more detailed. Legions enrolled by the censors of Rome, assembled on the Campus Martius, into cohorts, maniples, and centuries, the classical killing legionaries. Legions of fans arrived from far and near, here for a concert by rock musicians, divided into rows, sections, and chairs, to catch a glimpse of the classic rock band. Legion of Doom, classic 80s wrestlers, show up with their spiked hair and shoulder pads. Unknown men they are, Hawk and Animal, with new fans unacquainted with the duo. Legions of past and present gather round to mark their ascendancy in the world. Far off in the east and throughout the west, plenty of legions dream of discovery. And you'll let me know if I'm going too long here, but